everyone. I have a cold. I have a head cold from being in the air conditioning and stuff. It's not fun. I have just finished flu busted juice and I have oils all over me. So hopefully it goes away soon. I'm fine. It's just not fun. Yeah, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, I'm back. So I had a full-on morning with my son. Anyway, new school's are hard, man. That's all I'll say. And I got home and then I've been chatting on Voxer to some lovely booktube friends, which makes me happy. And I also got organised with the Stella Prize in my reading log. Oh, I'll show you. Hang on. There it is. That noise is a fan. Sorry. But yeah, I've got the long list there. All that yellow things mean are the ones I can get from the library. So I'm going to have to order The Arsonist and Eggshell Skull, because I'm pretty sure those two are going to be in the shortlist, which comes out at the start of next month. Yeah, 8th of March I think it comes out. I'm so excited to read these. My plan with the Stella Prize is just to read what I can, and if I haven't read the winner by the time it's announced, I'll just read the winner then. It'll be fine. That's a lot of books that I just am not going to be able to do. But I'd like to read as many as I can. I've reserved all of them. Oh, not all of them. I've reserved most of them at the library. I hit my reserve limit. The libraries must be thinking I'm nuts. And hopefully I'll come in. I'm going to read some with my sister, which will be really nice. So that's my Stella Prize plan, but we'll get to that. Right now it is a VaLITines plan I need to focus on. So let me tell you where I'm at. Oh, excuse the flu bedside table. I'm nearly halfway through Death Wears a Mask. I started it last night and it's just such fun to read. I love it. I mentioned in my Monday reading plans that I was interested in learning about the marriage between Amory and her husband Milo, and this is what I opened the book up to and I squealed with delight. The first line is, "It was amazing really what murder had done for my marriage." So it's like, whee, we're going to learn about their marriage. And again, it's playing a pretty pivotal role in the whole thing. So I don't know why I'm into these two anyway. So I'm going to check in with Kelly from my buddy on this one, from Books I'm Not Reading, after I've read a couple more chapters. So I'm going to do that now. And I'll chat with you after that. So welcome to another weekly vlog. Talk soon. Right. Death Wears a Mask. I'm up to date on that one. I've read halfway through. It's fabulous. I love it. I love it so much. It's such a fun read. I'm so invested in the characters. I just had a chat with Kelly about how the writing is very English. There's lots of the way the characters interact with each other. Amory has a rascal husband. Excuse me. Amory has a rascal husband, and the stoicness with which she deals with that and just gets on with things in the English way. It's written so well. What is interesting to me is that Ashley Weaver is from the US, so she's not an English person herself, but she writes it so well, I think. That's an interesting point. And now it's time to move on to the prettiest, darkest book in the world. This is The Lost Flowers of Alice Hart. I'm going to read the first 4 chapters and then check in with my buddy Kate Howe and chat. Let's see whether I find darkness in the first 4 chapters. Okay. What about this for a first line? In the weatherboard house at the end of the lane, 9-year-old Alice Hart sat at her desk by the window and dreamed of ways to set her father on fire. That is not the first line of a heartwarming book. I think I might have picked wrong for VaLITines. Okay, chapter 1, Blackfire Orchid, here we go. Right, so this is where I'm at in my emotional well-being. I was reading Amory Ames, Death Wears a Mask, so happy, loving, laughing, so awesome. And then I picked up this book, and I've been crying for the last hour. Yeah, that's right. This is extremely intense and extremely sad, and I am 47 pages in. This is from the point of view of Alice, who's 9 years old, who has an extremely violent father and a horribly sad view of what makes him violent. She clings to the hope that the goodness in him is in there, and she believes it's her fault when he changes. It's so sad. She has a mother who is beaten constantly, who is pregnant. It's horrible. It's really horrible. I'm crying thinking about it. The mother-daughter relationship is so pure and so special in this book, and her mum just tries. She really does. And she loves her. Oh, the flowers are so amazing how they're wrapped in there. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it's beautiful. Her mother loves to garden, and so she learns gardening from her mum. It's amazing. It's so incredibly sad. Like, if you had read these first 4 chapters, if you hadn't already, you would understand. Anyway, luckily, Kate and I are just reading 4 chapters a day because that's really all I can take. It's so heartbreaking. So I just put that down and I watched Jasmine's vlog from, is it A Novel Thoughts? She's in Melbourne. And I saw her bunny and beautiful roses, and I took a breath, had something to eat. And now I have not long until I have to pick up my children, and there's a few jobs I have to do, so I should probably get moving on that. But I'm just going to take a moment and open this book up just to really wash away what I read here. Not that it's bad, beautiful writing. It's why I'm crying. The writing's so amazing. It's just a really heartbreaking story. Not heartwarming, heartbreaking, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm going to go and I'm just going to sit and read this for a bit. I'll chat to you later. It's 9 o'clock at night and I just finished cleaning my kitchen. We've had a wonderful afternoon at a BMX or mountain bike track or something. There's just lots of red dirt everywhere. And then we came home and had dinner and then read some more of Nevermore, which the boys just want to read all the time now. They're really into it, and so am I. If I had more stamina at the end of the day and if they had more time, we would have read a whole chunk. But Morrigan Crow has just arrived in Nevermore and just opened the door to the cat, if that means anything to anybody. We're intrigued. But I had to call it quits and put them to bed and then do housework, and now I'm going to have a shower and climb into bed with some booktube and Makioka Sisters. It's the end of Tuesday. Good night. dream she'd have. But the words in her heart were, I'm alive.
Yeah, she didn't even really care. She only cared about her. It's kind of rude.
Well, she didn't care about morning tide. Well, I suppose she's had a pretty rough afternoon because she thought she was going to die, remember?
Yeah.
So that...
You should care about friends.
Yeah, you should. What do you think she didn't care about Jupiter?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I think she was just so elated to have done that. I mean, imagine doing that. That would be so freaky. Be fun. Would you? Hi. Let me tell you about my morning. It's Thursday morning and I've been op shopping. Ooh, I got a cute dress. Exercise pants because I'm a gym junkie. Shorts because you need shorts. Star shirt because you need a star shirt. Pretty bird dress. The birds. And a spotty dress. And 4 books. The Night Watch by Sarah Waters. I've never read any Sarah Waters. $2. A nice hardcover copy with black of Alias Grace by Margaret Atwood. I didn't get into The Handmaid's Tale. My husband did, but I didn't. But I read this a really long time ago and I remember loving it. So yeah, I picked that up. It's such a nice copy. $2. Peter Carey, because he's a classic Australian writer and I haven't read any, and this is his account of the Kelly Gang, which were bushrangers back in the day. I don't even know what time. I'm gonna say 1800s. I don't know. Ned Kelly was a really infamous bushranger, so this is the Peter Carey's account of the gang. And The Glass Castle. I have this on my Goodreads Want to Read. It's a memoir about living with a brilliant, charismatic, incredibly smart, alcoholic father. Yeah, by Janet Walls. Anyway, that was my op shopping morning. Good one, huh? And then I went to our local kind of TAFE college and signed up to be a volunteer tutor for English language classes. So they're getting back to me. I have to do a course and stuff, but it's something that I want to look into and absolutely connect with the refugee community that's in the town I live in now. And you never know, maybe go on and study and do the ESL stuff as full-time stuff, but we'll see. I'd like to volunteer first and just to make sure it's what I want to do, and then commit the time and the money, which is years worth of stuff, but it's pretty cool. So this is a reading vlog, so let me tell you my reading plans. I gotta get the books. Oops, sorry. Nevermore, we are loving, and we are 100 pages in, and yeah, we want to read it all the time. So the boys and I tend to read this in the afternoons and at night, so yeah, just a couple of chapters at a time. So yeah, very excited. I have to read another 4 chapters of this book, which is grown into some sort of warmth, thank goodness. You know, I was crying like a crazy woman when I read the first 4 chapters. The second 4 chapters that I read yesterday filled me with some hope. But I fear that because the first 4 chapters were so full on, that something full on is going to happen again. But Kate and I are really enjoying it. So yeah, today I have to read the next 4 chapters and check in with Kate, my buddy. Death Wears a Mask. Kelly and I are in the same spot in the book now, so we're going to read on. We kind of feel like we're going to finish it by the end of the week for sure, because it's such an easy read and so wonderful. So I definitely want to read some more of this. But I need to focus on this, and I'd like to get to page 250 today, which is sort of another 100 pages. It's really giving me an insight into Japanese culture in terms of the obedience and the sort of strict rules that govern a family. There's lots of things happening that are kind of happening not because it's the best thing for the people involved, but because strict rules of Japanese culture are guiding that. So yeah, this is really interesting to me, and I'm really loving the story, loving this family. So that's my reading plans. In between that, I have to wash clothes and wash dishes and prepare for the onslaught of the afternoon. But I've had a great morning adding to my wardrobe and my book collection, and also signing up for something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. It makes me feel really like I have a purpose. Like I'm not just floating along. We all need that, huh? Right. I gotta get to doing my day. I'll check in again when I have something to chat about in terms of books. Bye. I was already having a good day, but then I just watched Steve Donohue's version of the Evita book tag, or Steve Donohue, otherwise known as the other booktube singing super hottie. It was delightful, and it made me smile even more. And it reminded me that Sean tagged me in a tag, the 52 nifty bookish tags or something, I don't know. Nifty questions, I don't know. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to provide a very comprehensive answers to all 52 questions, but let me give it a go. Doing mum jobs takes a lot of time. Don't let anybody tell you it's a breeze, it's not. I've done washing and cleaning and preparing afternoon tea and preparing dinner and getting ready for swimming this afternoon, doing all those things, and I have not read a thing since I last spoken to you. I did film a like a tag video, which was the 52 questions tag, so it took forever to record and forever to edit, but so I did do that, but I haven't read is the point. And now it's school pickup time, but it's swimming this afternoon, swimming lessons, so I get to read there. So I've brought Amory Ames with me to keep me company there, and yeah, but I'm really bummed. I plan on reading so much more of the Makioka sisters, but anyway, it is what it is. And so when I pick up the kids from 3 o'clock onwards, there's no chance. It just doesn't happen. We read Nevermore until they go to bed at 8 o'clock. So I think lots of people, I get defensive about it because lots of people think that it's easy if your kids aren't with you for 6 hours of the day, but easy is not the right word. It's certainly not as full on as if I had them at home, but there's still a lot to do, man, there's a lot to do, and I'm not complaining about that. I'm very, very lucky that I get to stay at home and do these things. I just really wish I had more reading time today. Just having one of those binge whinges. I'm just updating you on the fact that I haven't got to read because I needed to bitch to someone about that who would understand, and that's what BookTube friends are for, because my husband certainly doesn't understand that. Okay, I'm going to pick up the kids. I'll check in with you when I've totally up to date on my buddy reads, plus read 150 pages of the Makioka sisters, because that's going to happen tonight. You watch. Bye. I still haven't read anything. Swimming, then home to get kids organised, and now I'm off to the gym to do a step class because my mood's changed and I've gotten a bit cranky, so I need to release. I'll read tonight. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. As a side note, we've been taking the long way round so our children don't see the circus tents. Can you see them? we don't want to take them to the circus. So we drive out of our way, completely out of our way, so that they won't see them. We're going to get busted soon, I know it. Is that your sexy Valentine's Day post?
It's just how I roll.
I'm going to try and get up to date with my reading, but I'm tired and I think that bed will be around soon. So the vlog's already 20 minutes long, so I'm going to sign off here and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!